Today, we're diving into a business strategy that's just brilliant because it proves that doing good for the planet can also be really, really good for the bottom line. It's called green marketing, and it's all about turning sustainability into your biggest competitive advantage.
Well, let's be honest for a second. Picture yourself in a store, looking at two different products. Have you ever, even once, chosen the one with the little eco-friendly leaf on it, or the one made from recycled stuff? If you have, you're a perfect example of the massive shift we're about to unpack.
See, that little label, it's so much more than just a sticker. For a smart company, it's a huge strategic move. In a world where we're all a bit more conscious about our choices, being green is a direct path to building trust, a fantastic reputation, and yeah, long-term success.
Okay, so what does green marketing actually mean? It's a bit of a buzzword, I know, so let's cut through the noise and define what we're really talking about. At its heart, it's pretty simple. Green marketing is when a company's entire game plan, from designing a product to advertising it, is based on its environmental benefits. It means a company is thinking about its impact on the planet every step of the way.
And this isn't just some abstract idea, right? We're talking about real concrete actions. Things like switching a factory over to run on solar power, or finding clever ways to use less plastic in packaging. Maybe it's creating packaging that just disappears back into the earth, or designing a product from the get-go that uses way fewer natural resources.
And that quote, it just nails it. This is the sweet spot, that perfect intersection where doing the right thing for the planet also happens to be the smartest thing for the business. Profit and purpose, finally working together.
So why is this all happening right now? Why is it so important? Well, the timing is everything, and it all comes down to a huge shift in all of us.
The rules of the game have totally changed. For decades, what mattered most was price and quality. That's it. But now, there's a powerful third player on the field: ethics. People want to know that the companies they support actually share their values. And listen, this is not a tiny trend. The numbers are staggering. We're talking about over 70%, a huge majority of people who say they'd rather buy from a brand that's environmentally conscious. We're all voting with our wallets, and a lot of us are even willing to pay a little more for it.
So for businesses, the benefits are just massive. Going green isn't charity work, it's just smart business. It helps you build a brand people love, creates customers who will stick with you for life, keeps you ahead of changing government rules, and hey, you get to be part of the solution for a better world.
Okay, so how do companies actually do this in the real world? Let's get practical and open up the playbook. A great way to understand it is by looking at a classic marketing idea, the 4 Ps.
So you've got your 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. For a green strategy, your product has to be eco-friendly at its core, like a bamboo toothbrush instead of a plastic one. The price might be a little higher, but that price tag tells a story about quality and sustainability. For place, you're thinking about local sourcing to cut down on shipping pollution. And finally, promotion. That's all about being super honest and transparent about your green efforts.
And we see this playbook in action with some amazing brands, right? I mean, look at Patagonia. They built an empire by telling people not to buy a new jacket, but to repair their old one. Or The Body Shop, which has been about cruelty-free products and refills forever. And then you have giants like Tata Power Solar pushing clean energy, or Tesla, which completely flipped the car industry on its head. These guys prove that being green can make you very, very successful.
But, and this is a really, really big but, there's a dangerous trap here, a dark side to all this that we have to talk about. Because when it comes to being green, authenticity is everything. This is where we need to draw a very clear line between real green marketing and its evil twin, greenwashing. Greenwashing is when a company talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. They spend a ton of money on ads to look green, but they aren't actually doing the hard work. It's a trick, and when customers figure it out, and they always do, it backfires big time. Trust is just destroyed.
So the million-dollar question is, how does a business avoid that trap? How do you build a strategy that's actually authentic? Well, it all boils down to a pretty straightforward 5-step plan. First up, you have to do an honest audit. You need to know what your actual environmental footprint is. Then, you implement real changes, like switching to better materials. Next, you have to educate your customers. Tell them why these changes matter. Partnering up with real environmental groups helps build credibility. And the final step, maybe the most important, communicate. Be radically transparent. Talk about your wins, and even talk about where you still need to improve. People respect that honesty. You know, at the end of the day, it's a really simple and powerful cycle. When a business shows it genuinely cares about the planet, customers will show they genuinely care about that business. It's a win-win.
So yeah, green marketing isn't just a trend. It's the future. It's our chance to combine smart business decisions with conscious choices to build a better, more sustainable world for all of us. Thanks for tuning in.